Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well in your respective spaces wherever you are. Today, I will be sharing a little bit on a few insights during the INDECO Pathways Development session that we had last week. So today's topic will be a little bit different. We're going to dive into understanding the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. So if you're an aspiring business person, or if you want to start a business, this video could be for you. So without further delay, what is entrepreneurship? So entrepreneurship is the process of creating, developing, and managing a business venture. And most of the time, or as always, it is with the aim of generating profit or generating income. All right, so how do we prepare ourselves for a business venture? How do we know that we're ready to start a business? So the first thing to do in order to prepare yourself, or in order for you to realize or to know that you're a business-minded person, is to prepare your mindset. You have to have an entrepreneurial mindset. This means that you have to change the way you think. You have to think about how you can overcome challenges. You have to be decisive, and you have to be able to accept responsibility of the different outcomes of whatever decision that you make. So I really like this line that Brian has put in one of his slides, and it says, "The biggest killer of an entrepreneurial mindset is not failure. It is not the economy or bad decisions. It is doubt." It's about doubt in ourselves, our surrounding, and in our abilities. So, not only in business, in anything that we do at all, doubt kills the motivation that we have. It kills the dreams that we build up or that we work towards. Doubt is a killer of all that we plan to do in the future. All right, so let's move on to the characteristics of an entrepreneurial mindset. All right, so the first one is to set very, very clear goals. So, someone who has an entrepreneurial mindset has a set of goals that they work towards achieving. So, you write down your goals on a piece of paper or somewhere that you like to look at all the time. So, something that I personally like to do is to write them down. So, I have a notebook where I write down things that I want to do in a year, in 2 years' time, in 10 years' time, in 5 years' time. I write them down. So, they're a reminder to me of what I want to do and how I want to go about doing them. So the second one is to practice being decisive. So try to make decisions, try to make wise decisions, try to make informed decisions, even with the little things around you, like, what to do when you wake up in the morning. Do you prepare your bed, or do you just leave it the way it is and go about your day? So small decisions like this. Number three is to redefine failure. So a lot of people think that, when you fail at something, that's it. There's no more to it than it is. But that's not true. A lot of times when we face challenges, we have to, turn around, see it the other way, learn from that experience and do better next time. So to redefine failure means to face your challenges and to take responsibility of your actions and do better. The fourth one is to face your fears. So a lot of times we don't, venture into doing something, or we often hesitate to start something, often because we fear what people are going to say, and we fear getting out of our comfort zone where we are comfortable. So, face your fears, get out of your comfort zone, go meet new people, try new things. These are ways that you can build yourself and build your entrepreneurial mindset. All right, and finally is to remain curious. So be willing to learn. Learn as much as you can. Learn from everything around you and everything that's happening um, around you, in your community, in your country, in your province, anywhere. These are opportunities to learn. So be willing to learn. Learn what's trending in the markets. What is one thing that everyone is wanting to buy, wanting to have in possession? So one important factor also to consider is to attend webinars or attend seminars or attend workshops that focus on business ideas, that focus on growing a business, or not only in business but anything that you want to do at all. It's always wise, or it's always a good thing to learn from other people. It broadens your mindset, and it broadens your perspective on things as well. Yeah. All right, and then we move on to the benefits of having an entrepreneurial mindset, or having that mindset of change, having that mindset of growth. So number one is you become more resilient. That means that you become more willing to try new things, to learn new things, to meet new people. So that makes you resilient, because you have like a wide community of people that you know a lot of things. So that means that you're knowledgeable, and you become more resilient. Number two is to become collaborative. So you become curious to learn from others. So when you develop an entrepreneurial mindset, everything around you is for you to learn. People, places, things. You always have a curious mind, and you always want to learn as much as you can. The third one is to become solution oriented. That means that you see problems as challenges, where you try to come up with solutions to address those challenges, instead of seeing problems as problems and always complaining about these problems without even trying to come up with solutions for these particular problems that we face. And finally, to become high performing. You continue to expand your skills, you continue to expand your knowledge, and you continue to expand your network. So you become high performing, you get recognized, and you continue to excel in whatever that you're doing, whatever that you're undertaking. All right, so let's sort of move on to the main part of this video, or the session that we had, is defining business and understanding what a thriving or a successful business looks like. All right, so firstly, we have to understand what a business is, yeah? So, a business is an activity that provides goods and services to customers in exchange for money. So, that we all know, basic business studies knowledge. Business is an activity that provides goods and services to customers in exchange for money. So, there are a lot of components that are needed to start a business. And one would be to identify a product or a service that is needed. So, what is the product or the service that you want to sell? Two, who are your customers? Who are you targeting? Which group of people would be very interested in the particular product or the service that you are providing? So, we have to know these things before we start our business. Number three is, how do we deliver this particular good or this particular service? So, what are the ways that we can deliver this particular good or service to our customers? And number three is a way to get paid. How do we receive the payment for the particular good or the particular service that we are providing? Do we use mobile apps? Do we, direct transfer from banks, or how do we do this? So these are the four components needed to start a business. Number one, the product, the service needed. Number two, the customers. Number three, how do we deliver it? And number four, how do we get paid for the delivery of that good or that service? So now let's move on to the main parts of a business. So number one is, it's very important to know the product or the service that you will be delivering, and, the customers. Who are the people that are going to be interested in this particular good or this particular service that you are providing? So number one is product or service, and the key aspects or key parts of a business. Number two is the customers. Why would they want to buy your product? What is unique about your product that they should buy it instead of looking elsewhere? Number four is money revenue. How will you earn from that service, from the provision of that service, or from the selling of that particular good? Oh, sorry, that was number three. Number four is operation. How will everything flow in a day? What does a day in your business look like? Number five is marketing and promotion is important in businesses today, especially with the increase in digital technology. So, how will people know about your business? How will people know about the particular service that you're providing or the particular good that you're selling? So, it's important. And number six is team. You know, who is going to help you do this, do that, who is going to be responsible for this aspect of your business, and who's going to be responsible for that. So these key parts of a business are just as important. They provide the framework upon which your business is built on. So, when starting a business, behind your mind, you must always have a unique value proposition. And a value proposition is a particular, statement that tells your audience or that tells your customers why they should choose your business over others. And it tells your customers what you do, how you do it, and who or what makes you different from all the other businesses that may be providing the same service that you're providing, or that may be selling the same good that you are also selling, the same product that you are selling. All right, so your particular unique value proposition should help your business stand out. In a competitive market, this unique value proposition or UVP will help your business stand out. It will also attract the right audience, and it will clarify your marketing message. Why do you want people to choose your product? Why do you think your product is better than, another business that's also providing the same product? So from this, we understand that it's important to know your customers, the people that you are providing a service to, or the people that are interested in buying the particular product that you will be selling. And you must also know that you won't be able to serve everyone. The product or the service that you provide will not satisfy everyone in a particular community or in a particular locality. It will only serve a group of people. So you can have the best, most cheapest product that is sold in a particular community, but if it is not what your customers want, if it is not something that they desire, it won't sell. That means that a lot of people won't want to buy the particular product that you're selling. So you have to think about what people want when you're trying to start up a business or when you're trying to venture into the business space. It's important to think about what the people want, than to think about what you want to sell or what you want to provide as a service to a certain community or a certain place. So when we talk about customers, it's important to think about three groups that come under the category of customers. So number one is your target market. Potential customers, people that you think will be interested in your business, people who you think will be interested to buy the product that you're selling, or to get served by the service that you're providing. The second one is your niche market. So this refers to customers with unique needs and preferences who may potentially prefer to buy from your business or get served from your business. And number three is your ideal customers. These are people who get their needs met by what you're offering. So when you're looking at customers, you're looking at three groups of people. Your potential customers, these are not everyone that's going to want to buy your product. And then your niche market, this is potential people who have like certain preferences, and they could potentially choose your business sometimes, and other times they would choose other businesses over yours. And your ideal customers are people that get their needs met by the that you're providing or by the goods that you're selling or the products that you're selling. So this is, your ideal customers. So when you're looking at starting a business, you have to consider these three groups of customers. It's very important because it is going to determine how successful your business is going to be. Now, in our last session, we also talked about personal branding, and then we talked about branding basically on reputation management and credibility. Now, branding also plays a very important role in businesses. So, how people see and feel about your business will also make it stand out, and that's also going to attract customers. That's also going to attract people to come to your business, to choose your business over others who are also providing the same goods or the same service. So, common challenges that people often face when starting a business. And they're very, very common. A lot of us know about it. We talk about it in forums, in business symposiums, all of this. We talk about these common challenges. So, number one is not enough customers. We start a business, but we don't have enough customers, so the business breaks down. So, that's a challenge that a lot of business people face. Number two is no money or capital to start up the business. And that is very, very common. A lot of us have, thoughts about all these businesses that we want to start, but there's no money or capital, so we don't do anything. Number three is trying to do everything alone. So some of us, we don't like reaching out to people to help us. And going back to number two, no money or capital, we don't want to reach out to one of our family members to help us because we're ashamed or whatever reason that may be. We try to do everything alone, and a lot of times we fail at what we're doing because we're doing it alone. And number four is burnout or losing motivation, which is, something that happens a lot of times when you are involved in so many things, or if you're doing things alone, it stresses you out, and then you experience burnouts, and in the long run you lose motivation, and then you maybe stop doing that or stop being in that business venture, and then you dive into something else. And number five is copying what others are doing without purpose. So, we see that the Mary Blouse business is blooming. So we dive into the Mary Blouse business, and then we realize that, a lot of people are not buying from us. So people are not choosing our business because we've just copied, from someone else whose business is successful, whose Mary Blau's business is successful, but we just copied without purpose, so ours is failing. So this is a challenge also that business people face, or it's a challenge that we go through or we experience when we're trying to start up a business. Alright, so what did I learn from all this information that we've had during this session? Not only is it important to learn about the key aspects of a business, it's important to understand them. And one thing that I realized is to understand the three groups of people. Every time when you want to start a business, there are three groups of people. Oftentimes, we just categorize, people who will be satisfied by a provision of goods and services. We categorize them as customers. But there are three groups of them, three groups of customers that we must always consider when we want to start a business. And that is the target market, the niche market, and the ideal customer, which is very, very important. So remember, a business isn't always about being perfect. It is about creating value and growing as you go. So if you are a young person who wants to start a business, go ahead and do it. It's now or never. You do it now and you grow as you go. You don't know how to start a business, you don't know the key elements of business. The only thing you should know is your target market, your customers, and you should be good to go. That's it.